Hello, welcome. So I've signed up to a chess.com tournament. So time controls is 2 minutes and 1 seconds per side. 7 rounds tournament starting in 5 minutes. Hi, HSB. Yeah, HSB, sometimes I play viewers. So yeah, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and then the next time I go live, when I stream and play viewers, you'll get the notification and we can play. Welcome LC Chess on YouTube. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for tuning in. So the tournament will be starting in just 4 minutes. So we'll get started soon. So I think this tournament, it might be a little bit different. So recently I've played in a few online tournaments with titled players. Some of them I haven't released yet, but yesterday I was in a tournament. It was the 3 minutes, it's called the 3-0 Community Swiss Tournament on chess.com. So it needed to be a titled player to play on it. And guess what? I was the lowest ranked opponent there. So there were about 60 people who had signed up, and my rating was the lowest of them all. So there were grandmasters, fairly famous people. So I thought I'd switch it up. That was a really tough tournament, and I'll release that tournament in the coming days. But I thought I'd change it up, and I'll play in a less competitive tournament where I'll hopefully be able to share my thoughts and uh, yeah, give you guys some tips. So during the tournament, I'll be trying to check the tournament chat as I go, but I won't be able to look at it all the time, just because I'm in a tournament. Yeah, quick shout out to LC Chess on YouTube who's tuned in. Yeah, LC Chess on YouTube has a YouTube channel. Most welcome to check it out. I've actually played 2 games with LC Chess on YouTube. So one game I've posted online on my channel, and the second game I haven't. I'll post it up in due course as well. So LC Chess on YouTube takes us through his journey, his chess journey. So you're most welcome to check it out. So the tournament will be starting very soon, just in 1 minute time. So hold on tight. No worries, LC Chess. So the tournament's going to start really soon. Time is ticking. 50 seconds left. So we're going to play 7 rounds. So I think the tournament will take about half an hour to complete. So I'm just looking forward to the difference of level and opponents. So the tournament I played yesterday, 11 rounds. Bear in mind I got a 1 point bye because I was near the bottom. Only scored 2.5 points out of 11. It was brutal. These guys, I think the main difference between me and those guys were the speed in which they played. I was just running out of time most games. Okay, the tournament's going to begin. It's 2 minutes per side. I'll play by Sicilian defense. I tend to always play e6. So c3. I'm going to play something a little bit different today. A little bit more offbeat. Hi Tina, welcome. It's 7 a.m. for you. Thanks for tuning in. It's 9 a.m. for me. Yeah, I didn't announce this tournament. I just thought, hey, I want to play in a tournament. Oh, I'll just play it live. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, Tina. So this particular tournament, Tina, I'm not playing viewers. I've just signed up to a chess.com tournament. But yeah, I'll look to play my viewers in the future, as I've done so recently. But yeah, thanks for the encouraging words, Tina. Yesterday, when I was playing a tournament, I was just constantly low on time. And it became a problem in, I think, the later middle game. Already, I feel that I'm more comfortable with my time. I've got a little bit of a time advantage, which I didn't experience yesterday at all. Hello, chess player 991. Thanks for tuning in. So, in terms of this game, I'm relatively happy with my pawn structure. So if you've watched me on previous streams, I'm very big on pawn structure. So I like to play with my pieces, because every time we make a pawn move, it creates a weakness. Now, some pawn moves are necessary, like particularly in the opening when you move the pawn up to allow the bishop to come out, and this one here as well. But it's really important to keep them to a minimum in most times. So the thumbnail I had was me holding up a bishop. So I like playing with bishops, so I can see how strong this bishop is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck my bishop away and then put my queen here, setting up for a trick. Can you see what I'm going for here? I was going for checkmate, which my opponent wisely spotted. So White's position, he's got an IQP, so isolated queen's pawn. So I need to defend against this pawn, this tactic. I'm considering pawn here. So that when I make a pawn move, I need to accept that I've created a little weakness on this square. But I thought that this weakness is okay, because I'm going to probably play king f7 a bit later. Okay, so my time's a little bit low, so I better make a move. So I'm putting pressure on this pawn. It can't take because I take the rook. I think I'm gonna probably win the pawn here. So time is a little bit of a factor, so I better move. I'm a bit worried about this knight. Knights are tricky, and particularly in time pressure, I can muck it up. So I better move. I'm kind of... Alright, let's try and swap off. He's probably going to play knight there. So check. Oh no, I just blundered this pawn. Okay, didn't see it. Okay, good game. So that was pretty tense. In time pressure, I kind of struggled a little bit, but I guess the main idea in that game was, okay, the next game's starting, so we'll have to keep going. But yeah, I guess just quickly, that game, I wanted to use my bishop a bit more on that long diagonal. I felt like I wasn't really able to do that so well. And the other thing was playing against the IQP, the isolated queen's pawn. So the isolated queen's pawn is either very scary to face because the person with the isolated queen's pawn tends to attack, but the endgame is better for the person playing against the IQP because it's an isolated queen's pawn. So it could be a weakness in the... If we get to the endgame, it is a weakness. Chess Player 991 link to Arena. It's on chess.com. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know how I can send it to you. It's just the 2 minute and 1 second increment bullet tournament. If you go on chess.com, you'll find it under play tournaments, and it will be an ongoing one. Or I think you can right click on me, and then click on me, and then I think just hit watch. You'll be able to go to it live. Hey Tactic Mate, 2450. That's a huge rating. That's great. Tactic Mate, yeah, I'd love to play you sometime. I'm in a tournament right now, so I can't play now. But sometimes I do stream online, and so we can play then. Yeah, if you want to challenge me in future games, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. That way, next time I go live on YouTube, you'll get a notification when I next go live, and I'll accept challenges. Question from Chess Player. I'm just going through the chats right now. Do you think CM is hard? I got it when I got it through a tournament called the Zonals tournament. So in that particular tournament, the requirement was to get 50% of the total number of points. So I participated in the Oceania Zonal. So the winner of that tournament gets to represent, was it Oceania or Australia in the World Cup? So I got that. I got the CM title in around, I can't really remember, maybe 2017. If you look up my FIDE profile, it'll show the year. So for me, I don't think it was particularly that hard to get the candidate master title. Probably harder for me was to get to the 2000 FIDE rating level. That was a challenge. Ah, chess player. Okay, so it's locked as a tourney. Okay. All right. So I haven't really talked much about this game. I know there's a few more chats I haven't responded to yet, but I've got 24 seconds. Maybe I'll focus on this game and then I'll duck back to the chat a little later. So I feel like in this game I'm not doing that well because I don't really like my position. I don't have much counterplay right now. Okay, I don't mind this move because my knight's looking at some squares. Okay, I do have the A file for now, which he's wisely contesting. I just feel like my pieces are a bit like his pieces are really well coordinated. Like this pawn chain is very good, and his bishop's outside the pawn chain. Um, so it's going to be a tough battle. So we're both fairly low on time now. What I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to try to control the A file. So right now we're just contesting for it. I'm going to go queen here or queen there just to support this rank, and just try to see if I can take control of it. So just wanting to go for bishop c3. I better move, hey? So I wanted to control this square because of this file. Alright, better move. Okay, I've got the A file now, but he gets the B file. Alright, let's pin this pawn. Alright, let's control both files. Oh, I don't know why I did that. So 2 seconds left. Better move, eh? Let's go. Oh, that was a blunder by me. Uh-oh. Alright, check. Let's go. So I lose that pawn. Do I get that pawn? I might have to settle for a check, for a draw, because I'm losing this. Alright, he's going for the wisely going for the win, which I think is the right. Oh, I just blundered a piece. Oh no. Oh no. Well played. So I pre-moved in time pressure. Well, really well played. Okay, I'm gonna resign. Okay, that was really well played by my opponent. I think he was able to match me for a long time. And in time pressure, uh, I pre-moved because I only had seconds left and lost the game. So kudos to my opponent, Wiltemberg. Only 1500, played really well. Let's have a quick look at the standings. Ah, the next game's on already. So I'm sitting at number 8, which is still pretty good. But I mean, there's a lot of people on 1 point. All right, I'm gonna have a quick. So the next game has started. First thing a 900. So play my favorite Sicilian defense. So this particular setup, I'll look at the chat very soon. I wanted to go play the opening and focus on this. So this is the Sicilian Khan setup. Bishop's attacking the pawn, probably a little unusual to face as white. So there's a good move here for black. It's to play pawn here, kicking the knight away, and then I win the pawn. So this was one of the reasons I first started playing the Sicilian Khan, because at that time in high school, there were people that would allow me to win the pawn for free. So I actually kind of forgot about that as I progressed over the years in chess, because as my opponents got stronger, they didn't fall for that trick. But it's quite nice to just to be a pawn up here. So let me have a quick look at the chat. So chess player, yeah, you can't play with me right now because I'm in a tournament. Oh, I see what you mean. You want to join the tournament. So LC Chess on YouTube, what do I use for a heart rate monitor? Good question. I'm actually using a Garmin watch here. So it's a wrist heart rate, connects to my phone, and then connects to my OBS. So I do that because I do enjoy exercise as well. So I enjoy running, which I use this to track my runs and see my heart rate. From what I understand, a wrist heart rate isn't as accurate as a chest heart rate. But I think for sitting down or walking, wrist heart rate is fine. So I kind of allowed my opponent to double my pawns here, which I'm a little bit, I'm not too happy about. I don't like ruining my pawn structure, so that was an oversight from me. I'm going to move my knight away just to allow the bishop to come out and the knight to go over here to give me a bit of shelter, extra protection for my king. Yeah, I've seen some other YouTubers also use a heart rate. So I think Witty Alien, he uses a chest heart rate. So I've got 30 seconds left. Probably should move. So Tina, I use a heart rate monitor because I want to show that chess can be relaxing. Yeah, I when I first used the heart rate, I wasn't really sure what it would show. I kind of assumed that, so that's a free pawn and I can take the knight here. And I'm also attacking the pawn. So remember how we have to be careful with moving our pawns, particularly kingside pawns, because they are protecting your king. So gotta be careful about that. Yeah, so with my heart rate monitor, initially I wasn't sure what it would show. I kind of assumed that like when I'm in low time pressure, my heart rate would spike. But I did this video, which I was very surprised about. I was doing Puzzle Rush, and I had my heart rate monitor on, and I kind of assumed during Puzzle Rush my heart rate would spike. Um, but as I talked about it in the video, I was actually my heart rate was at the highest before Puzzle Rush even started. So my heart rate was the highest when I was doing public speaking, so talking to the camera. I mean, talking to you guys about what I was doing. And as soon as Puzzle Rush started, my heart rate actually went down pretty significantly. Okay, so I've got 13 seconds left. I'm just having a quick look at my heart rate. So it's showing as 66, so it's still pretty calm. So that's really good to know. I think I've played so much chess that I'm relatively comfortable having 13 seconds on the clock. I missed this, but I've just got e5. Okay, so I accidentally blundered a pawn here. So he has to go queen takes. So 9 seconds, that's kind of when I really need to speed up, but I can see my opponent also has not a lot of time, so that gives me a little bit of reassurance. So discarding my king. Let's tuck this rook away, just for defense. Oh, I just blundered something, guys. So I blundered that in time pressure. I wonder if my heart rate had spiked when I realized that. So my goal is to see if I can checkmate my opponent here. He has to play king. Oh, so I can't. I wanted to play rook here, but this queen is guarding. Oh, I got very lucky here against Malvernik. So it's only 900. Played really well. So I gave him an opportunity to take my rook, and he took it. So again, I blundered in time pressure, but my opponent took what's the word? Took full advantage of that error. So let's have a quick look at the standings. So there's probably still some games going on, but I'm ranked number 7 after that loss against Wiltemberg. So I'm going to try to catch up if I can. So let's have a quick look at the chat. Yeah, chess player. Yep, I am playing against lower rated players, so um, it's probably should be a bit easier. Although I did lose one game just before. So yesterday I played in a titled tournament on chess.com. So Grandmasters, International Masters were playing, and guess what? I was the lowest ranked person there, and that was really tough. So I thought let's change it up today. Yeah, if you've got questions in the chat, sorry, if you've got questions, you're most welcome to pop them in the chat, and I will answer them. Yeah, chess related questions. it might take me a little while to get to the questions because I'm in a tournament, so I'm just focusing on a game. But I will answer them. And if you want to challenge me in a game, I do play online. Sorry, I do stream on YouTube live from time to time. I'm hoping to do that as much as I can, so it will be fairly frequently. So if you want to play me, make sure you subscribe to my channel, just so when I next go live on YouTube, you'll get the notification and then you can play me. I'll be generally playing live, so when I play viewers, I'll likely play on Lichess. So here, Black's playing really well. So AleksPotato from the US, 1700. It's an equal position. I'm tossing up whether to play h6 in the hope of some checkmate ideas later on. Now, if I play h6, I'm a bit worried that pawn might be weak, so he might just go queen g5 and take the pawn. Kind of tossing up, is there any idea where I can swing the rook over? So what I might do is I'll play bishop f3, the idea being king g2, rook h1. So try and come for some sort of attack. So I just need to watch for his counterplay here in the center. So he can't quite play c5 yet because drops a pawn. So in these positions, the center is like there's not a lot happening in the center that allows me to play on the king side a bit. So I'm trying to generate an attack on his king. Okay, so Alex has done the right thing, by the way. They say that the best counter against what's it called? An attack on the side is to play in the center. Now anything can happen because I'm now low on time. 13 seconds left, so because he's opened up the center, I don't think I can really attack anymore. So I need to kind of regroup my pieces. My king's a little bit vulnerable here. So I'm actually a little bit worried, so I'm going to try to swap off a few pieces and try to hold on to this pawn and play pawn up in the endgame. Very good move here. So bishop power. So I've got 4 seconds left. I've got one second increment, but I really need to try and win this game if I want to have any chance of doing well in this tournament. Can't really afford to lose this. So I'll try. I'll try and really lock in now. So let's swap off, get to the end game. I'm happy with that. Try to get my pieces active. So I've got 3 seconds, but I'm happy here. Okay, just 2 seconds left, but it's an end game, so should be able to move pretty quickly. So I really need to run the A pawn down. Just have to be a little careful with my time. Okay, just gonna run the pawn down. I think this is looking good for me. I think it's really, I've managed to tie his rook down. So this is promising. So if he takes, I think I'm gonna win because I'll be very fast with my g-pawn. Ah, my time. Ah, my time. Okay, I better pre-move a little bit. Ah, dropped a pawn. I kind of blundered a little bit, but I think... Oh no, did I mess this up? Oh gosh, I actually messed this up because... Can you guys see? So black could have just played pawn to b2. And there's no way for me to stop his pawn becoming a queen. So well played to my last opponent. Played really well. They deserve to have won that game. I think they just needed to find one more move, and I would have been toasted there. So I got very lucky. Let's play a different opening. Let's play. What should I play here? Against e4. Let's play the Caro-Kann. So we're in round 5 of 7. Let's have a quick look at the let's have a quick look at the standings. So I'm number 5 right now. We've got one person on 4 points, so 1900. So they'll be the person to try and stop. So we've got, including this game, we've got 3 games left. So let's focus on this game. Let's see what we can do. So I need to be careful of my time. So I'm giving up the bishop pair here. I had no choice, but my pawn structure is really solid. My pieces are harmonious. So I love having a good pawn structure. So this is a bishop pair advantage. Interesting. I'm just really solid. I'll play for e5 or c5 later, probably. I think my opponent's playing quite well. I probably had an option to go bishop check before, and I'll do that now. So I think he probably would go king f1 because it's a good move. He wants to keep his bishop pair. What's the bishop pair advantage? So I want to keep this file open so I can stick my rook. Do I play queen f5? That's a bit more active. I had to be careful. I just had to make sure my queen won't be trapped. So welcome if you've just joined. I'm playing in a chess.com tournament at the moment. So I lost one game. I've won the others. And there's just 2 games after this, and that will be the end of the tournament. So I want to take this bishop, I think. Maybe later. So I want to get rid of the bishop pair advantage. So you can let me know if you've got any comments or questions. Just bear in mind you're not able to suggest moves because this is a tournament. But if you've got questions about my chess journey, my style of chess, or any tips, You can ask me in YouTube live chat. I'm not currently looking at it, but I will look at it after this game. So that B6, that's a really good move here. Piling up the pressure on me. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and attack his king. That's my goal. He probably might want to close me down here, but I think I've got E4 next, which will be good for me. That's a good move. I'm tempted just to sacrifice the exchange here. So I'm doing that because I think his king's open. So I'm banking on that. Okay, his king's very open. Yeah, I'll have a look at chat once this game finishes. So if you've got any questions, let me know. So another tense game. It looks like there's a big rating gap between, 2300 or almost 2300 and, 1000. But I've had a lot of really close games. Look, even with my time control, my time situation, it's fairly tense. If I just blunder one move, that's game over. We go win the rook. Just going to move a little bit quicker to just try to gain a little bit of time. Just going to make sure I don't stalemate this. I think that's... Can you see checkmate here? So I believe oh no, F5 isn't checkmate. What am I talking about? This is checkmate? Yep. Okay, good game. Well played, Zahu, 2018, from Pakistan. Gosh, the next game is starting now. Alright, so I'm versing the person who's in first place. So this is a really important game. So Tina's saying my heart rate's pretty stable. That's good to know. Does my heart rate increase when I'm in time pressure, or is it still pretty constant? So this is the English opening, which I've played for a long time. So this is a very important game. I think Octavanio is coming first, is on 5 points, and there's probably a group of people. Did I just lose a pawn, guys? It's probably a group of people on 4 points. If we have a quick look at the standings, yeah, I'm 5th. So this is a very important game if I want to try and win this. So I feel like the way I'm playing this probably is a little risky, but it's pretty interesting. I've got a pin here, and he's got a pin here. So the question is, which pin is more powerful? I feel like... Can I just take it here? Let me think. So I've got a minute 15. Go bishop takes pawn. Bishop takes rook is an option. Just keeping it simple. I'm locking in, guys. Really focused here. So I think I'm going to lose that pawn. What was my idea? I think it was just to put some pressure on the bishop. Maybe rook d1. I'm setting up a trap here. He sees it. I think I gave him perpetual. I think he can just repeat. Which is something I don't want in the tournament situation, but I don't think I can stop it. F3 if I'm really desperate. So I'm really going for the win here. Is it going to backfire though? Alright, let's go for a rook endgame. I'm playing very risky, guys. So my king's open. And I've got 2 seconds left. 1.9. So queen endgame's very drawish. Oh, got barely any time, guys. Oh, don't have much time. It's a draw. I repeated too many times. Yeah, I probably should have played some king here, I'm guessing, and basically get my king around this area. So king here, check, king there, maybe queen takes pawn, king there. It might, who knows, it might be. I think Magnus Carlsen would work in a way to win this. But that was a really good game. Well, really well played by Octaviano. So that means he's really secured his lead. He's now on 5.5 out of 6. And I'm in second place at the moment. Thanks for the encouragement, Tina. Good to have you, Dina. Thanks for subscribing, HSB. Oh, Dina, right now I'm playing in a tournament. So Dina and HSB, I can't play you guys because I'm currently in a chess.com tournament. But um, but maybe a bit later I might pop online and stream for a little bit. Yeah, let me know if you do want that. I could probably organize that. So if you want to play me, you can let me know in the YouTube comments if you'd like me to stream a little bit later. So when I say later, what time is it now? So it's the last game, so I'm going to take a bit of a break, but I could potentially hop back on in half an hour or so if there's interest. And let me know in the YouTube comments if you'd like that. Dina, can you join the tournament? There's only one round left, so it's probably. I don't think you can join the tournament. Someone tried earlier, but it's going to. Actually, this is the last game of the tournament, so you won't be able to join. So this position, what I want to do is play against this bishop. So later on, b5, c4, once I develop my pieces a little bit more. So that's kind of the strategic plan. Okay, I'm going to play... I have to be careful with b5. Takes. Sometimes if the pawn wasn't here, he could go check and then win my rook. And I'm just a bit worried him coming f5 and that plan could happen. So I might play bishop here first, just to connect my rook with the queen and rooks. That way to allow me to play b5. So I've got 40 seconds. Okay, so this is kind of typical in Sicilian opening. So I don't want to take because that allows his bishop to be very active. It's quite typical in Sicilian openings. White just wants to hack away at my king with these pawns. Now his king is a little bit weak because of that. Playing this move because I really want to play c4. I'm a bit scared of this bishop, the light squared bishop. So I want to block that out. When I do block that, it will make my king a bit safe. I don't mind just playing g6. Or do I? I actually missed that idea. I better move as well. A bit nervous now. Okay, I think I'd have to play like that. White's playing very well. Kind of threatening to checkmate me. So my goal is just to survive. If I can survive the attack, it'll mean that my endgame should be better. So I just need to open up. So I managed to block that bishop. He might play c3 though, which is an excellent move. Play rook g8 if I need to. Guarding that square. Oh wow, I'm in huge danger. I think there's no way for me to stop the checkmate and I lose on time. Wow, really well played by Bezyminka. Yeah, really well played by my opponent. So, a little bit disappointing with that result. So, but I finish on 4.5 out of 7, and I was the highest rated person here. But I guess that just shows rating is no guarantee for your result. Like rating shows your past performances, and it doesn't just because you've got a low or high rating, it doesn't determine how you'll play in the future. So I played against a lot of strong opponents, despite them being quite a lot lower rated than I am. So I had lost to Wiltemberg earlier and Bezyminka. So thanks for watching, everyone at home. Let me know if you've got any further questions. If you'd like to play me in the future, make sure you subscribe to my channel, just so the next time I go online, I can play you. There are times when I do play viewers, mostly on Lichess. Thanks for watching. Until next time, remember to play with patience, finish with grace.